I'm Curtis Martin. I live in Mooresville, North Carolina, and I do sales for a living. When I started the program, I was on medicine for ADD. I was on metformin and another injectable for prediabetes. I'm off all of them, and I'm only taking just the supplements. That's all now. We specifically saw that I had high cortisol, so I knew I was kind of stressed in my job, but I didn't know my cortisol was higher than the max was supposed to be all day. And the other thing is, when you looked at several different aspects for my thyroid, usually traditionally they'll look at a couple, it would probably, in a traditional office, they might even diagnose me with hypothyroid. But I hadn't been diagnosed. And not that we need to be diagnosed. The bottom line is, not for medication, but for changing how we eat and treating it through nutrition. I would recommend Exodus just because they come through. If you have a question, they're going to answer it. If it's through email or a phone call or just stopping by the office, there was never a time I felt like I was an inconvenience to them. So if the support was there. The support, encouragement, and accountability was there to make the life changes you're trying to make. The fact is that the principles in this program are based on truth. They're based on how our bodies function and how we can get them back on track. So yeah, it's definitely long term. It's probably more doable than whatever you're doing before. My experience with you is that you're thorough, and you have objective measures to check progress. So if it's chiropractic, you can do an x-ray, or the labs you do, it's not just how you're feeling, but there's just objective things to say either we're making a change or we're not. So I like that. To know what to do and to know that it's possible. Like for the workouts, the Reclaim program that you bring us to, it's just doable. Yeah. And it's not overwhelming, and I can see long term I can do this until I'm 90 or 100 or whatever. It's just I like that. It's a path that's going forward that I can do, and it is doable. One of the most important things to me is that it's a Christ-centered practice. So that helps because I know I have the same values. We're praying to the same Savior, and I know the values, knowing their values are linked with my values. Even if there's things where they're bringing up ideas where you don't get, you at least know their heart's coming from the right spot, and that helps you stay on track even when it seems like you're getting taken way outside your comfort zone, because you will be taken outside your comfort zone. I had heard people before mention bone broth shakes, and I thought they were insane, the thought of a bone broth shake, but now I love bone broth shakes. So I think that, just eating new things, shopping differently, thinking differently about being positive in the way you're even thinking about it. There's a lot of things that just stretch you, and you don't realize what you were doing before until you challenge it. So that's part of the process, is being willing to challenge it, because if what you're doing is working, you would keep doing it. I think the biggest success is that before, when I started this last fall, I was maybe working out once every 2 weeks or something. Now I consistently work out 3 or 4 times a week. I'm stronger, and I think the flip side of that too is, when you're not working out, you feel crummy, you feel almost kind of depressed at times, and I don't feel like that anymore.